Alright, so I just got this a few minutes ago. FedEx this time. Instead of brown, doesn't matter, they're both pretty much the same. So this is from R&L air guns out of Colorado. Nice packaging. Better packaging than over at Talent Tunes. So let's look at this thing even before I take it out. So you guys see that? Let's see. They tested it with JSB's 25.4 or 25.39 grains. 10 shot, 902. Let's see, it looks like 902 is the first one, but also the lowest one. The highest one is 915. And this is at how many? What's the yardage? 30 yards. So 30 yards, and that looks like it's from end of the end to end. It looks like it's almost half an inch end to end, but you know this is a 25 caliber, so it's center to center is probably a quarter inch center to center. All right, serial number 0955. All right, look at this thing. You see, it's the two magazines, field probe, some extra O-rings, the little steel pins for adjusting the hammer tension, and also taking out the what do they call it, shroud. So I like Taipan's packaging. It's always like real simple. You don't have a bunch of crap in it. Some people might say, oh, that's like not enough protection or blah blah blah, whatever. It's okay with me. It's in the main box. Then you know, then when you ship a box, you should also put it in a separate box, right? So that way it has its own separate little thing. Let's look at it. So Taipan Veteran 25 caliber, and this is a Shorty 25. So it looks good. It's nice. Has a 20 MOA rail. All the 25 ones have the 20 MOA rail. Basically, what that means is the rail is not parallel with the the rail is not parallel with the bore, the barrel. It actually kind of tilts down a little bit, so that way, because you know, air guns, since the velocity is lower than a firearm, so it's more of an arc when you shoot, right? So that way, when you're aiming the thing up, so that way it could shoot further distance. If the scope is parallel, it's, you know, your vertical adjustment will be out of its range. So that's why they made it so that way it angles a little bit down more. So that's how it works. So yeah, so this looks just as nice as my other shorts, and I prefer the brown stock, because it's, well, this brown stock here is actually it's a stain, whereas the black stock is paint. So I have the black stock too. I mean, you see my other videos. It's a black stock. Let's look at the dimensions real quick. Let's see. So from the end of the butt plate there, right, and there to here, you're looking at just over 23 and a half. Like, it looks like 23 and 9/16. Yeah, just eyeballing it, it looks 23 and 9/16. So just over 23 and a half. So that's basically the same size as the 22 short. Let's look at the barrel here. So actually, where do you measure the barrel from? Actually, you don't measure the barrel from here. I think you measure the barrel from, not here, but I believe from here. And it ends up, I think the barrel ends up either at the 13 or 14 inch, somewhere in there. It doesn't end right here. It actually ends somewhere in here. Or at least on the 22 it does, anyways. So I don't think this one's. I don't think the shrouds made any different. Yeah, this thing looks exactly just like the 22, except for there's no. Well, there's the 20 MOA and the marking. Otherwise, it looks just like the 22. Shoulders feels just the same. Let's look at the pull length, trigger pull. The trigger pull is just like 13 and a half or so, somewhere there, or just under 13 and a half. So yeah, it's just the same as the, just the same as the 22. Very smooth. Everything's always very smooth. These things are, these Taipans are they're just amazing. Definitely my favorite. I mean, that's why I have 3 of them. My favorite air guns. It's just phenomenal. Some people don't like the look. Well, actually, I like this look. It's very, the look of the stock is very simple. There's nothing goofy or nothing. It's very Spartan. So I like that. I mean, it's not the fanciest, walnut or whatever. I have no idea what kind of wood this is. I'm not a wood person, so you wood guys, what kind of wood this is? Is this? I don't know. But well, yeah. So that's it. Actually, let me get my 22 out and put it right on top of this, and you won't be able to tell the difference. So 22. Actually, now I need to get a scope for this. Actually, I need to get a scope for my 22 as well. Scope for the 22, but also get another case. I've been planning on getting three Taipans, but I guess I have 3 now. So here's my 22, and it's literally, the 22 is actually a little shorter. The 22 is shorter. The stock's a little bit different. See the angle of the stock, and the 22 looks about an inch shorter. I didn't realize it was. Oh, now I'm curious. Oh. I measured it last time. I could have swore that 22 was only I swore it was only the same length. Maybe it was 20. Okay, it was under 23. So the 22 is 22 3/4. So basically about 3/4 of an inch. Trigger pull is the same, 13.5. So basically it's just this, the front end on the 25 is a little bit longer. All right, let's look at see from here to here, from that end to right here, the shroud is 10 and 3/4. Over here is also, actually it's a little bit shorter than 10 3/4, 10 and 5/8, 10 and 5/8, 10 and 3/4. So slight different dimensions here and there, but trigger pull is the same. I guess the length's a little bit longer. Anyways, I'll do a more in-depth comparison on another video.